3:11 a.m. on March 2nd, 1995, night guard Sheila O'Connor sat centred at the security desk, full torso visible, eyes locked on the North Tower feed. The window flared white, then snapped dark. A human silhouette pressed to the glass for 2 seconds, then dissolved into flicker. Sheila was alone inside Whalehead Club, Corolla, North Carolina, rewinding a VHS she'd labelled Tower Anomaly. The tape hissed like surf, the wall clock ticked, her radio stayed silent, the timestamp never moved, 3:11. Earlier logs show radios dying at 3:11, later recordings catch piano notes at 3:11. Why does this house keep returning to the same minute? The Coastland Times, October 20th, 1925, lists Edward Knight hosting 80 guests, champagne served, orchestra hired, doors locked at midnight. A photo shows Marie-Louise Knight beside Mayor Thomas Baines, under chandeliers, her eyes aimed past camera, unsmiling. Blueprint sheet N14 marks a private North Tower bedroom, Mrs. Knight, reached by a hidden stair behind panelled walls. Records show the club stayed private until 1970, then sat empty, salt air peeling varnish, hurricanes rattling shutters yearly. December 3, 1931, housekeeper Nellie Gentry wrote, "White gown entered tower room, despite the brass lock being secured." Nellie noted the tower key stayed in her apron pocket, yet the North Tower lock clicked once from inside. Staff avoided the tower after sunset, lavender odour trapped behind the door, curtains unmoving, lamp glow reported twice. August 25, 1942, Coast Guard operator Jack Fenwick logged radio failure at 3:11 a.m, carrier dead, needles pinned. Lieutenant Harold Morris signed 3 repair attempts, same night, each entry ends. 3:11 a.m, power present, signal absent. July 9, 1956, visitor Margaret Blanchfield pointed at the dining room mirror, whispered, "Behind me," then collapsed, pulse racing. Docent Sharon Meeks wrote, "Figure in black, mirror, then draped cloth over the glass, pinning corners with silver forks." May 3, 1964, caretaker Alonzo Green found every second-floor window open at 6:15 a.m, weather calm, sand undisturbed. Alonzo tested each latch, no faults found, then wrote new steps, verify tower locks twice, signing in blue ink. November 12, 1970, caretaker Lucille Pritchard heard piano notes in the closed music room, building dark, breakers off. Lucille held a cassette recorder chest high, full body centred in hallway, mic pressed to the door, capturing 3 thin notes. 3 weeks later, Lucille quit, leaving her heavy brass keys on the kitchen counter beside one unlabelled cassette. In 1989, restoration began. Volunteer historian Daniel Ross walked dusted corridors, work lights buzzing, notebook open, gloves on. October 28, 1989, Daniel saw a woman's reflection behind him in the dining room mirror, hair pinned, dress pale. Daniel turned, hallway empty, then watched the mirror fog from the centre outward, forming a handprint-sized clear oval. He filed a report to the Whalehead Preservation Trust, stapling photos, starting an incident log with times, room names. Daniel compared Nellie Gentry's 1931 entry to his mirror sighting, circling North Tower, red pencil grinding paper. Night guard Sheila O'Connor started shifts in 1992, checking tower locks each round, flashlight steady, keys counted twice. March 2nd, 1995, at 3:11 a.m, Sheila watched the North Tower camera, light flicker inside, no motion sensor trigger. The VHS shows a silhouette in the tower window, 2 seconds long, then darkness returns, audio track flat, no footsteps. Sheila climbed the stair, full body centred on steps, tower door lock untouched, yet pipe tobacco odour hung in air. After that night, management restricted tower access after dusk, posting a sign, "Authorised staff only, rope barrier installed." October 2001, investigator Richard Hanley arrived with OBX spirits, equipment cases labelled "Thermal camera ready, dining room cleared." October 14, 2001, Richard logged 71 degraph beside the mirror, then watched the thermometer drop to 46 degraph in 14 seconds. So far, the pattern looks impossible. Nellie's white gown in 1931, Fenwick's radios dying in 1942, Sheila's tower silhouette at 3:11 a.m. in 1995. Same house, same minute, different witnesses, different decades, all leaving paper, tape or video. Stories like this are why this channel exists, to document the places that refuse to be forgotten. Richard Hanley believed instruments would protect him, so he brought thermals, EMF meters, synchronized clocks. The mansion answered anyway, shifting from reflections to voices to locked room music. If 3:11 is an appointment, who keeps showing up? Richard labelled the dining room a hotspot, placing a digital thermometer beneath the mirror, tripod centred, waist-up framing clear. Thermal video showed cold pooling near the music room door, forming a vertical band, 5 feet tall, human-shaped, unmoving. Richard scheduled a second test for 3:11 a.m, 3 fresh AA packs installed, batteries drained to 0 in 60 seconds. August 16, 2007, guide Jacob Nguyen heard Marie whispered near the grand staircase landing, hallway empty, lights steady. A handheld recorder captured only HVAC hum, no external voice, leaving Jacob's written log as the sole Marie source. Staff installed audio sensors by the staircase, logging static bursts at 8:03 a.m, 8:07 a.m, 8:11 a.m, weekdays only. June 11, 2012, visitor Emily Bledsoe photographed the landing, later spotting a semi-transparent figure, shoulder to knee visible, centred. Metadata matched the visit time, 2:19 p.m. Museum printed the image, placing it beside Nellie Gentry's journal scan. October 31, 2016, 4 EMF detectors spiked together in the music room at 9:17 p.m. Readings pegged maximum. Docent Lily Carter filmed meters screaming beside the covered Steinway, no outlets nearby, breaker panel tagged off, seal unbroken. February 12, 2019, Officer Brent Mallory received a break-in alert from an exterior door, building empty, wind calm. Surveillance shows the door swinging open 11 inches, then the alarm resets, nobody crosses frame, threshold dust stays undisturbed. September 20, 2023, guide Ava Hernandez led a late tour, full body centred in hallway, passing the locked music room door. Guests Martin Rhodes, Lena Rhodes, heard 3 piano notes, pause, then a lower octave answer from behind the locked door. Ava tested the handle, lock solid, Steinway cover still snapped, no gap visible, docent keyring present, unused. Martin's phone recorded the notes, time-stamped 9:42 p.m. Temperature sensor drops from 72 degrees to 58 degrees in 20 seconds. Museum staff inspected the room next morning, seal intact, no speakers found, no pests, piano strings untouched, dust unbroken. Ava marked whisper hotspots near the staircase, then silence near the landing, matching Emily Bledsoe's photo position exactly. Richard requested Sheila's 1995 tower tape, matching its light flicker cadence to Fenwick's 1942 repair timestamps, second by second. At 3:11 a.m, Richard's synchronised clocks desynced, hallway wide shot clear, one reads 3:09, 13:11, 13:14. A lavender odour seeped from the music room keyhole, then turned to pipe tobacco within 2 breaths, no one nearby. Richard filmed the staircase, wide shot, full steps visible. Thermal captures a cold shape ascending, motion lights stay dark. At 3:11 a.m., the dining room mirror shows a black-clad figure behind Richard, yet the room remains empty, chairs unmoved. Sheila rewatched her 1995 tape, boosting audio gain, hearing a faint piano chord beneath camera hiss, exactly at 3:11. Lucille's 1970 cassette plays identical three-note phrasing, pause, then a lower octave reply, waveform matching Martin's 2023 clip. Daniel's 1989 log lists lavender scent before each mirror event, dates aligned, renovations ignored, same rooms repeating. Richard plotted anomalies on a timeline, 3:11 a.m. repeating across 1942, 1995, 2001, 2019, 2023, 2025. October 5, 2025, Dean Park livestreamed the second-floor hallway, wide-shot stable. A shadow crosses, motion lights stay off. Archived stream shows 1-200 viewers typing timestamps. Shadow passes the dining room mirror. Chat floods. 3:11, repeated in caps. We pulled the hard evidence, Nellie Gentry's 1931 journal, Fenwick's 1942 logs, Lucille's 1970 cassette, Sheila's 1995 VHS, Richard Hanley's 2001 thermals, Ava Hernandez's 2023 phone audio, Dean Park's 2025 livestream. Across all of it, one thing stays sharp. The house can show a figure in a mirror without anyone in the room, then play piano through a locked door without moving the cover. Sheila's tape still hits 3:11 a.m. as the tower window blooms, the silhouette appearing once. If it can choose that minute, what else can it choose next?